What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Weird News Wednesday. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Shaun Mead. Shaun, how is it going?
I'm alright, Connor. I have one question for you.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, but we're getting our first breaking news story this week. Do go on.
Well, look, all I can say, I was in a shopping centre, shall we say,
yeah,
and I walked up to a pair of doors at the entrance, and I was all ready to look for the sign, push or pull, but the doors opened by themselves, Connor.
Was it an automatic door?
I'm sorry, what?
It's one of those slidey automatic doors.
I've come severely underprepared for this week, I'll be honest.
You know what? That's kind of along the level of the articles that we cover on a weekly basis here on Weird News.
Of course.
Shaun, this is Weird News. What do we do here?
I was just about to say, Connor,
what?
you have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world. You're about to read them all out to me, a man who has been apparently too entertained by everyday things to look at weird news.
This is true. You do like slidey doors. We all know that about you, Shaun. But
I hold my hand out like a Jedi every time. Every
single time. You look so cool. I've always said, Shaun, that's cool. I've said that. We're both single. Nobody will ever love us. No, but,
except each other? Huh?
Well, look, I mean,
there are worse things.
No, it's still pretty bad. Still pretty bad outlet.
It's quite sad. It's quite sad.
So, Shaun, with Weird News here, what normally happens is I have to obviously scour the globe, try to put together all the strangest news stories. And the one story that kept popping up this week, we're not going to cover it, but apparently, in Come Dine With Me, some lad deep fried a lasagna. But we're not going to do it.
Sorry, what the fuck? Sorry, what?
I don't have an article, but I seen that story. I went, I don't want to do that on the show, but that's mad.
Can we give it like an honourable mention at the start?
Honourable mention, a man has deep fried a lasagna. He was Scottish. He deep fried all three courses. He deep fried the chicken at the start, deep fried the lasagna in the main, deep fried the Mars bar in dessert. Called it a day.
Okay, let's unpack that. Okay, deep fried chicken at the start.
Heavy beginning.
Heavy starter. Yeah, like a bruschetta. Fine.
Like it's not a soup. I will say it's definitely not a soup to go deep fried chicken.
Deep fried chicken, and then to follow that up with what's already a very heavy main of a lasagna.
How do we make this lasagna worse?
How do we make you regret eating a lasagna as we deep fry it?
Like someone's looked at a lasagna and said, not enough heart attack. We need more.
Yeah, add more grease to that lasagna, please. And then to round that all out with a deep fried Mars bar, which I've had maybe 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
Like, it's good, but the novelty wears off around the first bite, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, that deep fried Mars bar needs, like, an Atkins diet beside it.
I will be honest, Shaun, this is not a story I have. We're just literally just having a chat about one episode of Come Dine With Me.
I hadn't heard that, and that's entirely fucked, that entire concept.
I like that every story we talk about here, I've already seen, so I'm always not impressed. It's kind of wore off. I'm like, it's broken.
If I could describe you in a word, it would be nonplussed, Connor.
Nonplussed. Broken. Someone say broken.
I wouldn't. I'm a good friend.
Okay, Shaun, we're moving into our first story of the week here on Weird News, and it is your first show. We don't just talk about Come Down With Me, I will promise. We actually do talk about other things.
Did, though?
I'd love a review. I'd love a review
You love Come Down With Me.
Couples
don't
Come
act
Down
like
With
you
Me.
don't.
Couples Come Down With Me is where it's at. You want to say, like, you take the anarchy of Come Down With Me and just include couples, and it's worse, but better.
Yeah, it's worse for the couple, but much better for the viewer.
This might be a bit of a, out there statement. Come Down With Me is Couples Come Down With Me for me, and Bake Off, Kids Bake Off. I'm not, like, I'm against adults Bake Off and normal Come Down With Me for the sole reason that Couples Come Down With Me, you've got just pure madness. Like, nobody gets on. They don't even get on with each other. There's always one person not chopping and the other one's bulltick about it. And then,
see, my job is chopping, so I'd be fucked.
And then on the other side, Kids Bake Off. If you haven't seen it, go to all four right now. It's so
good.
They're all really talented, but there's always one little fucking idiot who's like 11, and it's way funnier because he's like setting fire to the tent, and it's just like, I don't know.
So I'm just here because my parents are famous or whatever.
So Shaun, we have to move into our first story. This might be our longest intro of all time. We're moving into our
we're at
first
about 7 minutes so far, by the way.
Man who suffered gunshot wound thought it was just a cat scratch.
How well armed was the cat?
A man who allegedly thought that he had been scratched by a cat had actually suffered, a gunshot wound. And now the incident is being treated as attempted murder, Shaun.
Okay.
But not by the cat, honestly.
Because if every time a cat scratched you, you charged the cat with attempted murder.
No,
more cats.
I was thinking a cat with a handgun. Like, imagine the ultimate irony.
A cat of 6 shots?
6? Yeah.
Like a cat of 9 tails? But that's a whole fucking thing.
We'll work on it. Nemi Chand from northern India was lying fast asleep on the 16th of September when he felt a slight pain, Shaun. He assumed it was due to his cat scratching him and decided to think nothing of it. He just just fine.
Back to sleep.
He was a sleepy boy. Okay, he woke up. That feels weird. Look, I'll just go back to sleep. I'll deal with it in the morning, as we all know. For 7 hours, the 35-year-old electrical lineman ignored the pain in his rib cage while sleeping in his room.
Jesus Christ.
However, it was only until a roommate discovered an empty bullet shell next to him.
What? How did he not hear the gun?
Which led Nemi to realise that his injury wasn't just a cat scratch, but an actual gunshot wound in his own body that he couldn't even feel.
He couldn't feel the gunshot. He couldn't hear the gunshot.
I love the fact that he's just like, his friends are like really, really worried, and he's, lads, would you stop fucking worrying? Like, it's fine. It's honestly, it was a cat. And one of them was like, there's a bullet casing right
That's
here.
My collection of bullet casings that I dropped earlier.
There's a white chalk outline of your body from where you were sleeping.
Look, I'm happier as a ghost.
He's like, how long did it take for him to go, fucking, I may go to the hospital? I actually think it might not be a cat. This is weird.
This scratch is a lot less round than I'm used to. Or a lot more round, in fact.
After going to the hospital for an x-ray, it was revealed that the bullet lodged under his skin had only just missed his vital organs by centimetres, Shaun.
I would like a bullet to miss my vital organs by more than that amount.
I just like to miss it all together. Just not even be within the same ballpark of me. Just go to the far side.
Just be metres, if not kilometres away from
kilometres
that
away. He was then taken to surgery to have the bullet removed on Friday morning. Now, the surgeons thoroughly washed out the wound with sterilising fluid to prevent the infection, obviously, after removing the bullet. But it is understood that the man is expected to make a full recovery from this incident, Shaun. But, I mean, the question now becomes, attempted murder. Who did it and why?
Why did this happen is the main question, because people are not just shot in the dead of night for the crack, for want of a better word. Now I get, look, senseless violence can happen, but this feels much more like this man pissed off the wrong person.
Can I add maybe a whole other level to this? He wasn't sleeping in his room by himself. He has 3 roommates who stay with him in said room, or maybe the opposite room. Maybe it's an apartment situation. There's 4 of them in the loft, Shaun, and one of them got shot.
So it could have been the roommate, and it's easy happen. You know, I was trying to wake up my friend with a pile of rocks that I had collected from the front of the like apartment complex.
Of course.
And I was throwing rocks at the window for, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes.
And then you went one too big, did you?
No, I didn't go one too big. But I found out very suddenly that window didn't belong to my friend.
Oh, fuck.
But his roommate.
Oh, no.
And I took this information to heart, and I just picked a different window to throw rocks at, is what I did.
The far side of his room. So his other roommate.
Just a different house I picked. It was like, here, can you knock on the door?
Bring them down. Ring that doorbell. Do you not have a key to this house? Go on. Ring the doorbell.
Come on. No, just be sound. Come on. But I've never shot anyone, if that's what you're asking.
Oh, well, I love the idea of, like, you're in a police interrogation and they ask you, like, your name, and you talk for 20 minutes about something so inane as, like, throwing rocks at a window, and then the end of it is just like, anyway, officer, if you were asking, I never shot anyone, just if you were asking. I know that didn't come up naturally in conversation. So anyway, I went to the market with my mother. I was only about 7 at the time, and there was some lovely vegetables, officer, there was. Anyway, I haven't stabbed anyone. I just want to make that clear.
Just look, Your Honour, I did not hold that man's head under the water for 20 minutes, as my statement will prove. Now,
last year I attempted to write a novel. I still haven't finished it. What does everyone think of this plot?
So there's this police officer, and he's interrogating a guy who keeps giving worthless information to him.
That's the worst character in any show.
Is like the long-suffering, like, police lieutenant who has to interview all the people.
Oh man, I want to see that episode of Law and Order with the one annoying guy just who won't shut up, but they just never cut away. He's just constantly. If anyone has seen Father Ted, he's I can't remember the father's name, but he won't stop talking. I want that, but just in a Law and Order episode.
Are you talking about, is it not Father Stone, the boring priest?
No, that's the opposite. This one's full of life, Shaun.
Oh, is it Graham Norton?
It could be Graham Norton, but there is another one that also talks non-stop. But Graham Norton's pretty good as well.
It's not Larry, is it? Larry's great crack.
Shaun, my question about this, to come back to this story. This man thought he was cat scratched. He was actually shot. Is it one of the roommates, or is there a whole other person who has snuck into this house, put a silencer on the gun, shot this man, but in a way that's quiet enough, he subtly shot him, which I think is very hard to do, enough that he got enough time to get out of the room?
I mean, look, it's a testament to the quality of the man's silencer that he didn't wake up a house full of 4 sleeping people.
4 sleeping people, breaks in, shoots them, breaks back out, nobody sees them.
I would say, look, have you ever seen Taken, Connor?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Okay, Liam Neeson did this.
The man, Liam Neeson.
The professional actor Liam Neeson shot this man during the night.
To be honest, you didn't need to introduce that with "Have you ever seen Taken?" then, because I mean, it's just, do you know Liam Neeson? Like, it's not his character.
Have you ever seen Michael Collins, Connor?
Oh yes, of course. Emma De Valera shot this man.
He wasn't De Valera.
That was the joke.
You got me.
Alan Rickman shot this man. I understand.
Yes, Daniel Radcliffe is the real culprit.
Here's the thing. I don't want to start pitting crimes on Danny just because we've gotten there naturally through our series of investigations. But, Shaun, this man has 3 roommates. One of them definitely did it. Surely it makes more sense than a cat doing it or somebody sneaking in. I'm no detective, but it's all coming up Millhouse here.
I mean, look, you say you're not a detective, but that is exactly what a detective would say, Connor.
Exactly.
Like, doesn't Detective Lawler have a good ring to it?
Oh, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Lawler and Meehan. Detectives at large.
Detectives at large and attorneys at law.
Oh, yes. We just wait. Go on.
Why is it Lawler and Meehan?
Alphabetically.
Oh, yeah, and even if you go by first names, it works.
Even if you go by first names, alphabetically.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
nobody's going to go around going Meehan and Lawler.
No, but you could say me and Lawler. Like me and... like
me and Lawler.
Actually, I've told this to all of my friends except for you. So, my plan is to have a son, right?
By that, sorry, I just want to make this clear. You've told this to nobody. Go on. Introduce the story, please.
My plan is to have a son and name him Julio, because on some forms where the first name is put first, he will be called Me and Julio, to which someone will inevitably say, down by the schoolyard.
Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah?
Can I top that?
You can.
My girlfriend once said to me, what if you had a son and you named him Joe King? And then he was just always saying being serious, and he was like, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
Pretty good.
Bit of wordplay there with names.
Bit of wordplay. Bit of name-based wordplay there, Felix.
Can't blame me, lads. I'm only joking.
It's like, actually, that's what I used to say. I was a fucking, like, in school, if anyone called me mean, you're being really mean.
Yeah.
That's my last name.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, you fucking devil.
He's got me again while they're punching you. He's fucking good though.
How'd you know they were punching me, Connor? I could have been punching someone.
Between yourself and myself, were you punching somebody?
No.
Yeah,
I never hit anyone in my life. I once tried to throw a punch at someone, but my hand got caught in a hurling helmet that they had, and then I think I broke my finger.
Oh man, a hurling helmet is very similar to like an American football helmet. So if somebody has one on, I would say just don't try to punch them, because that seems like a bad idea.
No, he didn't have it on. He had it just in his hand. Then he pulled up his hand to guard against the ferocious punch that was coming towards him.
The fucking fury that was coming towards him.
Yeah. And like, I had arranged with this lad to fight him after school. This was something I had done.
Fuck off. Did you arrange?
Once in my life I did that. I
have lots of stories about weird news, but we're going to stop right now. You arranged to fight a child after school. I'm assuming you were a child. This wasn't last week.
I was also a child. It's not like...
How did this come up? What did this dickhead do? What did this fucking...
I can't even remember. It had something to do with WWE cards, I think.
He stole them.
Stole, or like I got gypped on a trade or something like that.
Fuck.
Fucking Rey Mysterio for Big Show. It wasn't nice.
It's not the deal. It's not the deal you want, Shaun.
It's not the deal I want. Yeah. And here's me with for Rey Mysterio.
Imagine if he had 9 knives, I sound like your mother. Imagine if he had a weapon now, and you'd be dead over Rey Mysterio.
I'm fairly sure our mothers are friends. Me and this lad are grand to this day.
Oh yeah, you've been through the wars together. It's like 2 Vietnam survivors.
He's in the army, actually. So.
He's been training for the rematch.
I'm gonna get a message sealed with a fucking wax stamp someday, being like, "Oh, fair green, 5 o'clock."
And the wax stamp is shaped like Rey Mysterio's mask.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh shit, he's found me. He knows I live here."
It's time.
It just says midnight by the river. Oh fuck.
We meet up and it's just the two. It's and we're allowed to pick a crew that we can fight with.
Yeah.
And he has fucking whatever regiment of the army he's in, and I have you.
Well, I don't. Well, I mean, I didn't want to say we were winning, but now we're definitely not winning.
We're not winning.
No, I'll bring all my hurling helmets.
Over.
Shaun, if you're trying to punch,
natural defence.
Fucking use this. Okay, we're going to need to move on from this mystery. This man was shot, but we don't know how. Hopefully we'll have updates, because it's definitely one of the friends. We don't know which one, but I've definitely seen this episode of Law & Order. One of them got pinned. We're moving on to our next piece of news, Shaun, and I have an Alabama man who if there's a way to get caught, I think this might be the way that if you were a criminal you'd want to dream of, because it says, "Wanted man found sleeping in pile of chicken fingers and met."
Holy shit.
That's a good evening.
That's a Florida man's heaven, is what that is.
An Alabama man who was wanted for multiple crimes committed hours after being released from jail was found sleeping in a pile of chicken fingers, other snacks, and met, according to the police.
And I'm not meaning to make light of this situation at all. But what were the other snacks, does it say?
Hang on. Police found Williamson the next morning sleeping in the facility's press box, surrounded by piles of chicken fingers, chips, candy, and met.
Okay, because, look, if I was this man's lawyer, and you're going to have to give me some artistic license here.
I feel like that's not how courts work, but go on.
No, Your Honour, no, please. They're in my client's possessions.
Yeah.
There was not found a single Snickers bar.
Okay.
And as we all know, Your Honour, you're not you when you're hungry.
So the judge is like, "So are you claiming schizophrenia? Are you claiming multiple personality disorder with your client?"
Is Mr. T another personality?
From that lovely old lady in the ads? Is he, Your Honour? You tell me.
I put this to you, learned elder. Is this man Mr. T?
You are.
Or if not, you must let him free.
Every one of your clients is up for murder and they're all in jail.
And I'm just... But I still stand by the defence of, did he have a Snickers bar at the time?
Everyone's like, he's doing the Mr. T defence again. He used this last time.
Yeah, I make the defence and a load of the jury pass money to each other like they lost a bet.
Look, Matthew Williamson, 37, was initially released from the county jail. That day, Shaun. And he was released because he was in relation to breaking into a vehicle and stealing property in said vehicle. So, he gets sent to jail. Williamson then was released from jail, and he reportedly went to the very next town and stole a car less than 2 hours after being released from jail for the thing that he was already in jail for, which is a poor idea.
Presumably that 2 hours includes travel time to get to the car that he stole.
He probably walked until he could steal a car, yeah. On September 22nd, Pleasant Grove authorities received a report of an individual breaking into the concession stand at the Pleasant Grove Athletic Complex and stealing a large quantity of snacks, the department confirmed. And it's
See, at an athletic complex, though, a lot of protein bars, a lot of fucking nutritional snacks, I would say.
not a lot of meth.
Not a lot of Snickers either, though.
He's still... you still stick to that defence.
I have one defence through the whole case.
And the jury are like, we find the defendant guilty and will be put into jail for life. Just, Your Honour, one more thing about Snickers.
No, I don't even like say I like click my fingers like I'm a rude fuck at a restaurant. And I'm like, Your Honour, where is the peanutty treat?
This is a nuts courtroom. Now I'm on the topic of nuts. May I bring up Snickers? Because that is what we're here for.
Now, I must admit, I don't stand with Nestle or their practices on water in developing
Your client's like, you're losing them. Bring it back.
But Mr. T from the A-team.
I know that guy.
He wouldn't want this man to be called Mr. T.
You bring in Mr. T as a witness.
I flew him in. He hates flying, as we all know.
Yeah, but you flew him in just for this. He loves you that much because you're the one bringing back his name.
Oh, I put in words for him at the Snickers factory.
So they find him. They find him the next morning after the reports of him breaking in. They find him the next morning sleeping in the facility's concession box that he's meant to have broken into, surrounded by all of the chicken fingers, the chips, the candy, and a little bit of meth. And so it's kind of hard to say that you didn't commit the crime when they find you sleeping at the crime scene, surrounded by all the stuff you were stealing.
I mean, is it a crime to be comfortable, Conor?
It's a crime to break into the concession stand and take meth, though.
Who's to say that he broke in, though? What if it was already broken into when he was tired?
That meth was here when I arrived. I brought the candy.
Your Honour, if we're talking about sugar addiction, here's your culprit. But
if we're talking about meth, you gotta look the other way, Your Honour. That's not me.
The only thing I put in my crack pipe is pixie sticks.
They arrest you for that as well. Fucking lock him up. He's a lunatic.
Am I not allowed to do that? Oh no. Oh no.
Do you feel like this man was maybe framed? Maybe he didn't commit this crime? I mean, he was asleep at the crime scene surrounded by, all the things he was reportedly stealing.
That's the thing. Here would be my argument, is that...
I'm sure this will be good.
Like, if there... You're a prick. If there are two things that don't make you tired, it's sugar and meth.
Yeah, so he couldn't have committed the crime, Your Honour, because he wouldn't have fallen asleep.
He wouldn't have fallen asleep. He would have ran around that greyhound track that he broke in. Sorry, I forget where he broke into exactly. But
it was an athletic complex. That's kind of all they say. I got the impression it's like a baseball area, but that might not be true.
I would have said like there's like a local, like a gym with like a swimming pool and a running track.
Why would that have a concession stand?
I don't know. Okay, then. Okay, here's a real thing. Here's a real thing from my life. Okay, so there's a greyhound track in town here. My granddad used to work at it. And one time, me and my brother got to go into the concession stand.
Oh, shit.
We got a load of pixie sticks, and then we actually, me and my brother as two humans, ran around the greyhound track.
Who won?
My brother, as it goes.
Bastard. He just had more pixie sticks.
He had more... and like he was
Is
like...
Pixie
he was
sticks
like
a
9.
universal term, by the way? Or, I mean, it's just the tubes of sugar that's like coloured-y.
It's like pinky red, and then a pale yellow, and then a very vibrant light blue.
Yeah, like, and if you touch the top with your mouth, like, it gets all sticky, and then you can no longer have the powder. That's the worst. My story about them is I once sniffed it and I had a headache for 3 weeks.
It's not often we get a Connor story on this show.
That was a dare. I think I was like 10, walking home from school, and I had one of them, and one of the others was like, I bet you won't sniff it. And I was like, I will. I'll show you. I fucking will. And he was like, bet you won't. And so then I sniffed it, and I'll tell you, my eyes hurt from the inside.
You just mainlined glucose is what you did.
It burned the whole way up and the whole way back.
Oh no, because I imagine that goes like, you don't just feel that you feel that throughout your entire, like, down to your lungs. I would say you feel snorting a pixie
No, it
stick.
wasn't great. I've kind of got off sniffing them since. It was a bad experience.
a smoker now.
Strictly met.
What I do,
No
I get the
more
pixie stick in a spoon,
Yeah.
and I heat it up over a torch.
Just pure glucose. Then just drink it by.
Just put that straight into me, lads.
Shaun, do you feel this man might be guilty, or is this man innocent and he's been framed?
I mean, look, he's pretty dead to rights in the whole found at the scene of a crime committing a crime kind of
I
deal.
wasn't committing a crime. Is it a crime to get a bit of a nap?
If it's on private property, I would say yes.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, no, you're right. Shit.
Say I've turned around and become the judge in this scenario.
You're on.
But
have you ever seen the A-Team?
Oh, I have seen that movie with Bradley Cooper, that's true.
How old is this judge?
He's either like 60 or 14, I'm not sure.
We're going to have to move on, Shaun, to our next piece of news. I feel like these first two criminals are definitely... Actually, the first guy wasn't a criminal, he was just a victim. But one of the other people are definitely criminals. We don't know who, but somebody. Shaun, I have...
One of the dude's other 3 roommates is this dude.
So... I have man living in a nightmare, Shaun, after losing mysterious... We've all lost things, Shaun. But you know... People, mostly. Yeah. I'm on my 7th child. I keep losing them. What can you do? Right. Where am I after leaving it? Beside my keys. Oh, fuck. It'd be grand. Gotta get a beeper.
That's the darkest joke we've ever had on Weird News.
If you think I've had 7 children, it's been 8.
Fucking fair play to you,
Fair play. It's been a long few years. Man living in a nightmare, Shaun, after losing mysterious 8-inch spider he found in his garden.
No.
Yes.
Oh, did he lose him inside the house or outside the house?
He lost him outside the house, but he hasn't seen him since, and it's been a week.
Okay, so, hang on, let me just... An 8-inch spider.
This man has a measuring tape beside his microphone. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, just in case I need to measure something.
Of course.
Like, look, the viewers can't see this, you can. To my finger, to the end of the measuring tape, is 8 inches.
Yeah, and that's a spider. That's not like leg length. I think that's main body.
That's... No, not main body, surely. No. That's a face hugger at that point.
A man says he's living in a nightmare after losing the mysterious 8-inch spider he found in his garden. Jim Dodds from Gloucester? I'm definitely...
Gloucester.
One of them. It's
Gloucester. It's Gloucester.
And his wife Helen discovered the spider lurking inside a plastic box on Sunday. Not sure what it was. I'm a spider. And fearing that it may be dangerous, they trapped it there in the box. But before they could get an expert round to examine it, who's he calling?
What the fuck? Just fucking throw him outside. Oh,
who does he know? Peter Parker to examine it. The creature disappeared, Shaun, and Jim is now left checking under his pillow at night in case it jumps out at him.
See, it is spider season though. is the problem. We talked about this a few years ago. There's a lot of spiders in Ireland at the moment that are just riding constantly. And actually, I didn't fill you in on this. Holy fuck. I found one of them.
There's no way you found a spider that was having sex.
Not in the act, like, but he was fucking geared
but he
up
had
for it.
like the look of a man who was looking for a bit.
Absolutely. Looking for a bit.
I'm just interested to know how you knew this would relate to that story by seeing a spider.
No, like, it was a spider and legs included, and I'm holding this up. And I'm holding this up to Connor.
Fucking
and it's
audio platform, but go on.
It's a diameter
right.
of about 5 inches, I would say.
Okay.
With the legs included. Okay. I was at my friend's house. This was in her bedroom, and it was a big old spider. We trapped it under a glass and then put it outside. But when I was carrying it outside, I felt it hitting the side of the glass. This was a girthy spider. Like, it had weight behind it.
Did the glass have a little glass a few weeks later?
Yeah, we've started a shot glass business. Yeah. What can I say?
How is that related to the spiders that are having sex in Ireland just because a spider was hitting off a glass?
Because like August, September is spider season. Like, that's when they come indoors because it's warm and the weather is starting to turn.
Right, but how is that related to, the sex mad spiders that are currently in Ireland?
Because that happened in August, Connor. We talked about it.
This
There's documentation of this.
The judge would not uphold in court.
Fucking, how is two spider stories completely unrelated on this show? I maintain this story would be weirder if it came up in January when all the spiders are dead or asleep.
Right.
Okay.
I've never seen you this worked up.
If there's one thing I can fully be confident on in this whole world,
it's sex spiders.
The mating habits of spiders.
So, speaking about the fairly unfortunate situation he now finds himself in, the 53-year-old said he's not sure what to do. My first reaction was, bugger. Then my second reaction was, oh shit, where has it gone?
Actually, that's worried, because if they trapped him under a plastic tub, and the spider got out of that,
it's strong enough to lift up the tub.
He's got some strength. Now, there are different varieties of plastic tubs, I would say. Like, bottom end of the scale, I would put, like a takeaway container. Like, you're not holding any spider under that, I would say. But the top end of the scale is like the fucking tubs you use when you're moving house. And if a spider can move one of those, you're in trouble, friend.
It's game over. It's game over. So
it's a spider's house now.
I contacted Great Western Exotics, Cotswold Council, the RSPCA and others, but nobody would touch it, he says. And then in the best part of the story, well, you see, he decides to make a bit of a guess himself. No logic, but Jim, he has a feeling. He has a gut feeling. He says, I think it is venomous.
Oh, Jim. Oh, gentle Jim.
But I'm not 100% confident. I don't think you could be, Jim. You don't really know anything about spiders. I'm only assuming you're probably not an expert.
I really wish, like, it wasn't fucking Sky News or The Mirror that was covering this story. I wish it was like National Geographic.
This man needs to be interviewed.
Just like Jim being, I think it was venomous, and just one person in the entire world needs to say, and what makes you think that, Jim?
Just a follow-up. A very swift one-line follow-up to this ridiculous statement by this man.
And just watch him spiral and be like, well, it was very big.
Very good. And the colour. The colour. Which one's the venomous one? Which one's the venomous colour? It was that.
Have you seen... Look, we've all seen Harry Potter, haven't we? And look, there's a big spider, and this one was big. So... You know, I'm Jim.
I'm Jim. At the end of every sentence, I'm Jim. Whenever I mentioned it, I'm Jim. I'm Jim Dodds.
So he rounds it out.
He says, I'm living nightmares. I don't want to wake up one morning and find it in my bathroom. Experts had struggled to discern what breed the creature was. Due to its positioning in the photo, the couple had managed to capture of it, which meant they were unable to get a good look at its marking. So, experts not so sure, Jim 100% nearly, that it is poisonous.
Jim coming down on the side of poisonous in this debate.
Jim's done a bit of research. He's done a bit of Google searching.
I liked it, because there's, I like that Jim has decided it's poisonous, so now, in that particular house, in that particular suburb, of that particular part of England, Gloucestershire, or some such, it's a poisonous spider.
Yeah.
So there's two people in the world who are really, really wound up about a poisonous spider in their house.
Jim's only done this to himself. Nobody else is affected by this. Jim he wanted to make the story sound cool, and now he's caused nightmares for himself.
And look, I don't mean to put conspiracy into every story, but Jim is a very big David Attenborough fan. And I think...
I like also the best part is they find the spider in the back, they trap it, and then they say that they had got inside to ring the vet, and the vet had agreed to come and collect the creature from Jim and Helen's home to hopefully identify the potentially dangerous beast, right? So they both run inside.
Right.
They ring the vet, which I don't think is a thing a vet does, but now they do.
No.
And then when they go back outside, spider wasn't there anymore, Shaun. It had left the cage that they had created. And at that point, panic set in. Because now there is a black widow spider, venomous, gonna kill them on the loose.
It's like, you know, fucking Shelob from Lord of the Rings. It was basically that. Okay? Now,
I think, what's the spider with the strongest venom? Vet. What is it?
Let me tell you, Connor. Let me just have a quick think.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to think out loud here.
Yeah,
how do you spell strongest?
You're
not web.
Your thinking sounds like typing.
Oh no! I type idly while I think.
Yeah.
The funnel web spider. Look, and to put it in layman's terms, Atrax robustus, I would call it.
And okay, whatever venom that uses, this one's one above. That's what Jim has told me.
Oh, but and just to go back a little bit, the Brazilian wandering spider is apparently the most venomous in the world.
Yeah, well, this one's the more venomous than that.
More venomous than that. It's the Gloucestershire
wandering spider.
Fucking prick of a spider.
Fucking prick. Fucking oh Jesus spider.
But I think most spiders are generally grand. As long as you don't, the Black Widow looks like a bastard, but it's just don't fuck with it, and it's fine. I would say.
Did a spider write this article? What's this? Not all spiders are bad.
And in defence of spiders,
this is both sidesism. It's gone too far.
This speciesism has just... You're taking the piss now, lads. You're pulling my leg, all 8 of them. Did I say 8? I meant however many humans have.
To be honest with you, Jim says, if I spot it, I'm running. I don't do spiders, says Jim. Well, Jim, you kind of do, because this is your new thing.
See, we only have Jim's word to go by, that this was a big 6-inch spider. I feel this could have been a 3-incher. And Jim has embellished the details because it got reported in the paper.
Right. And so they also went to a professor of biology, Chris Terrell, and he told them that the reported size...
Did he present Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
He did on the site.
Joke.
Terrible. That's the worst one. The reported size does tell me it is not from around here. Well, thanks. I suspect it's tropical. I love the fact that when Jim gets told this, it's like... We've never seen this in England. And he's like, yeah, I'm the first. Not like, oh, maybe I went too big. No, I'm the first.
I'm the first. I'm definitely special in this scenario. I have a cousin. He worked in a banana factory for a time.
This is like, how is that an intro to a story? Like, that is lunacy. Go on.
Because the bananas were sprayed with like pesticides or chemicals or some shit on the way into Ireland from wherever bananas are grown, and there was it was either like a tarantula or a scorpion was on the bananas. Okay.
I mean, you're not taking over from David Attenborough. I can definitely see that.
Why would you crush my dreams in one fell swoop like that?
This one is either a spider or a scorpion. I don't fucking know. It's one of them.
It was something you wouldn't want to find on your banana. So maybe
like a snake or something, or a monkey.
Or an elephant or something.
Yeah,
Look, they're all inconvenient.
No, elephant would never go to a fucking banana factory. Everyone knows that.
The peanut factory.
Peanut factory, obviously. We've been training for this.
All right, boys, come on in. But maybe Jim, works at a banana factory, and there was a big old spider on the bananas, and he got his pay slip, and he gets paid in bananas, of course. Mm-hmm. And then he brings it all home. Now there's a spider who owns his house.
Do you?
No.
No. Do you? Do you give up the house to the spider, or do you how do you live the rest of your life, or for at least for the rest of the month?
I think you need to make the place as unhospitable to spiders as possible. So you can turn down the heating. That's one step you can take.
Or turn it up.
I think they like heat.
Oh,
if I was to come down hard on one side of a line, spiders prefer heat over cold.
Okay.
And then, what's a spider's main characteristic?
Legs.
What do legs do? They climb on walls, Connor.
Yes. Oil the walls.
Oil the walls, exactly. What you do? You get a bit of olive oil, a bit of vegetable oil if you're that way inclined, and you just start scrubbing down the walls with it.
Jim's
Ruin the
wife comes home.
plasterboard, but it's fine.
Jim's wife comes home. And he's just spraying olive oil on the wall. And he's got the fucking...
He bought it in a spray.
And then he's got one of those really 1% fat sprays.
Yeah, he's got Frylight.
Yeah,
and he's
of course.
coating the walls.
And coating the walls. Takes 7 sprays. And he also just has the fucking air conditioner on. Fucking freezing the place out.
Oh.
It'll work, Mary. It'll work. Come on now.
The oil is frozen before it leaves the bottle, weirdly enough. And then he gets and then floors. What are you going to do? It'd be you take the wrapper off of some Kerrygold butter,
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And you just start fucking buffing the floors with that.
And
the spider can't.
He can't walk. Nobody can walk in that house anymore. No. But the spiders cannot live. There's a good point.
It's true. Spiders hate butter and oil. That's a fact I learned from, I want to say, Discovery Channel.
David Attenborough.
Yeah, the very Shark Week taught me that one.
It's a deleted episode. Not a lot of people see it, but they're mad about butter. Everyone knows. So, Shaun, we're going to move on to our next piece of news. Jim kind of distracted us quite a lot there, just for the sheer lunacy of it all.
Well, we had to do a public service announcement about how to deal with a spider. So
I have a story here that I feel like we should run through quite quickly, but also it's a story that it has human error leads to massive consequences, which is one of our favourite niches. But I like when the consequences don't harm things or harm anything else. This one leads to a wildfire. So I'm interested to know how you feel about this.
Okay, I'm gonna. I think this might be the stance of the podcast. I'm anti-wildfire.
That's a strong stance to take, Shaun. But this isn't also a gender reveal party. This is even stupider.
Good. I thought that was where it was going, but good to know it's stupider.
There's quite a lot of those stories, and I think okay, well, those people are idiots. What can you do? Just leave the gender to yourself. Or if not, don't even think about it. Don't even look at it.
Gender's made up.
It's whatever. Do whatever you want, but don't be fucking fireworks in the forests. That's what I would say.
Don't flamethrow a pine tree just to tell us your kid is being born.
Just give me a blue or pink or a fucking red or a green ribbon, whatever ribbon you want to use.
Just a smoke bomb and everyone disappears.
He's a magician. We're having a magician. So, Shaun, I have self-alleged shaman charged with starting California wildfire after allegedly boiling bear piss.
That's my 1960s wrestling name, is Boiling Bear Piss.
Now, here's the thing. You can understand by the headline why I want to talk about this. But also, wildfires are bad. I don't really want to talk about the massive damage that this has caused. But this might be the stupidest reason we've ever heard for somebody setting fire to our lovely Earth.
And you expected us to quickly touch on this story, correct?
I mean, there's a lot going on, but I also want to skip the bit of all the damage she's caused, because there's quite a lot.
Of course, that's true.
A California, quotation marks, shaman, charged.
It's an audio medium, Connor.
Well, that's why I said it.
He held up the quotation
marks. But did I do the quotation
marks? And there was a moment where he thought, this will be fine.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, Shaun. I think I'm an expert here. Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's about this big. Right, so...
Look, take off that hat, Connor.
I'm fully nude other than the hat. A California shaman charged with starting a wildfire that is threatening lots of homes claimed it started by accident while she was boiling bear piss to drink, according to local reports. Alexandra Suvernerva, 30, faces up to 9 years in prison after allegedly sparking the Fawn fire, which has destroyed nearly 90 small structures, and she has pleaded not guilty to it, okay?
Right.
She is now being eyed possibly for starting other fires across the state. So, she's also a bit of a pyromaniac, but she says this time she didn't mean it. The other ones, maybe. This one, absolute accident.
The other one's purely for pleasure. But, I don't think she realises the effect, because I've tested this. If you Google bear piss, the first result that comes back is woman charged with starting fire.
Because nobody else has tried this.
She's the first. In the collective hive mind that is the internet, this is the first instance we have of boiling bear piss. Also,
the sentence self-proclaimed shaman is also a great one. It just gets overlooked by drinking bear piss. I think self-proclaimed shaman would be an opener to any weird news, but it just gets overtaken.
That's true. But also I feel there's so many, and this is a bigger, but there's so many self-proclaimed, shall we say, alternative medicine gurus online at the minute.
Namaste.
No, see, that's an actual thing, I think. I'm not sure anymore.
We're not educated enough to know.
Let's move on from whatever statement I was trying to make, but I'm quickly realising I am out of my depth.
I think that's good. Go out of your depth. Say something uneducated. Let's just see who we can offend.
Okay. Let me try.
Okay, here we go.
I think wildfires are not that bad.
No.
Is that? Oh, have I? Oh no, I fucked it.
To be fair,
lads.
actually, if you put on Twitter, I think wildfires are bad, somebody be like, a wildfire is my dad. Okay, you need to stop. True. Okay.
No. Oh, we're cancelled again.
It's not even for us. Actually, our listeners are very nice, but I just read other people's comments like, come on, guys. It's fine.
Just fucking dial it back 10%.
Like famous people, Shaun. You don't want to read those comments. Absolutely not.
Oh, no.
As the fire raged on Wednesday, Suvernerva claimed she had been hiking and trying to get to Canada, according to documents obtained by the outlet. She told forest officials that she became thirsty on her hike, and so she came across a puddle of what she believed to be bear urine, and then tried to make a fire to boil it, Shaun, because that was the smart thing to do with bear piss.
I don't think you can boil any piss and make it, like, okay.
A bit of sage, bit of mixed herbs, maybe just...
I think you're see, that's how to get rid of ghosts that are possessing your house, Connor. But bear piss is piss as a concept, or as an actual chemical thing.
Don't be slagging piss. Bear Grylls is going to listen to this. You need to hold on to yourself.
Your body's a massive filter.
Yeah.
And piss is everything that it couldn't deal with.
Yeah. It gets rid of it.
Imagine what that's like for a human. Then imagine what that's like for a bear.
Yeah, but what if you boil it? What if you boil it all up and then drink it?
You have warm piss is what you're dealing with then. And we've all dealt with warm piss in various ways in our life.
Boil the germs out of it. And then you're just left with sweet, smooth piss going right down.
Then you're left with essentially salt water.
Mm-hmm. Lovely salt. Num, 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 num. Like the sea.
Piss and sweat have a very similar composition in that they're both made up of basically a lot of salt water.
She's on a hike. She sees a puddle that she assumes is bear piss, and she's thirsty. And her first thought is, I'm going to drink that bear piss. Which I feel...
There's a lovely freshwater waterfall just down the road.
Right behind it. She's like, no. I'm not walking the 20 yards over there.
She's there like boiling piss in a can over an open fire, and like a lovely hiking couple come up and are like, sorry, do you know where the freshwater still is? And she's like, oh, it's just down there.
The reservoir. Where's the reservoir?
Where's the free bottled water stand?
So she's got a hike. She sees the piss. Then she's like, I gotta cook it. I'm not just gonna drink the piss normally. That's fucking mad. I'd be crazy to do that. So she then decides that she's going to try and boil it, according to documents obtained by the outlet. She then found that while trying to start the fire, the wood was too wet for the fire to start. So
smoky wood.
So look, she downed the fire. She said, I'll move on. There's no point. I can't get this fire going. I'm just going. She was so mad, but she had to throw away the piss. It was a lost cause. And so she thought this animal piss, she thought the animal piss was the plant that she got rid of. And so she moves on. She continues on her hike. She goes away. Eventually, she gets trapped several minutes later in the bush amid the inferno behind her that she had caused, setting fire to the whole forest because the wood was not too wet for the fire to start. She didn't properly put it out, Shaun, and ended up setting fire to the whole forest.
Okay, that's quite a big oversight in terms of, fire management. And that's a bad thing. But just to go back to the piss thing for a second and boiling piss, a couple of things that the viewers might want to be aware of.
Go on.
BuzzFeed have a video called What Happens When You Boil Urine.
Oh, they ran out of articles years back.
Absolutely. But also, someone on Quora points out that if you boil piss, like, the first thing that's going to boil is the water. Like,
you're getting rid of the water. It's just pure
you're
piss.
You're boiling off the... It's like concentrated piss is all you're left with.
Even Bear Grylls is like, you need a bit of water. You can't be just drinking the piss.
Oh, you can't drink piss neat, like.
Just piss on the rocks, please.
Piss on the rocks,
please. So she goes to boil the piss, backs out of it, she moves away, and she ends up basically starting a whole forest fire that several minutes later she turns around and the whole place is an inferno. The police eventually catch up to her, the fire department, and she was asked to empty her pockets and her fanny pack, which had CO2 cartridges, a cigarette lighter, and an item containing a green leafy substance she admitted to smoking that day, Shaun. So the self-proclaimed shaman, her thoughts was, I did nothing wrong. I just kind of said that accidentally I did this. The police are saying this was on purpose. She's a pyromaniac and she's under suspicion of other fires and she set this fire in a forest. Shaun, where are we coming down on?
Oh, look, I mean, it doesn't look good in terms of there being a string of fires attached to one person.
I think the excuse of I was going to drink bear piss is so out there that it might just fucking work.
It's it's like being late to school and saying you had diarrhea. Like, no one's going to question you on it in normal circumstances. But if this is the 6th time in a month that you've had diarrhea,
yeah,
someone has to step in and be like, are you okay?
Yeah, and I think at this point her excuse is the wood was too wet to start the fire. But then it comes up the point of, well, if the wood is wet, was it not raining? And then surely there has to be a normal puddle somewhere, not the bear piss puddle.
Are you suggesting that this woman passed by some freshwater puddles in pursuit of a bear piss?
She's just mad about the taste.
It's like, I mean, I imagine it would be like drinking watered down vinegar at a certain point. And that's just me being a fucking professional chemist saying that.
Yeah. And I think it's important to remember that this woman caused so much damage through this one thing, that this is her big grand excuse for this massive problem that she has created.
I just fancied some bear. But would you? Okay. And we don't usually delve into this form of fucking discussion on the show. Would you rather drink your own piss or a random bear piss?
Somehow it feels more intrusive if it's somebody else's.
Yeah.
Like you're more connected.
It's farm to table as much as it can be.
Sorry, can I just have my piss on the rocks, please?
Can I piss in a jar and you just serve me that throughout the night? That'd be lovely, thank you.
Thanks very much, thanks. Thanks, you're looking well there now, thanks very much.
and whatever you're having yourself.
And what did she want? And for the lady, what do you want?
Oh yes, that'll do nicely.
Tip the gentleman, he's given me my piss.
No, this is a horrifying story. Like, we're laughing about it, but my God.
See, it's only funny because of this is the story that came out of it. Like,
we're not laughing at wildfires.
No, that's awful.
We just stress
that the whole thing is awful, but her excuse is something that we need to cover, because this is so batshit that someone came up with this. That this is her plan.
Yeah, her plan. Like, is it a lie? Is the main, like, would she lie about the fact that she was trying to drink bear piss?
Maybe she was drinking bear piss while setting the fire.
Oh, so like the initial fire to boil the bear piss and the fire that started the wildfire are separate fires.
It's like two truths and a lie. Like, you tell a truth within the lie to try and get away with it.
I love bear piss.
Yeah.
I've started a wildfire, and my favourite colour is purple.
Wrong, red.
We're all going to burn to death.
Anyway, officer, where are you taking me? What are these handcuffs? Shaun, I think that's it for this week's Weird News.
What a week of weird. It's been a lot of getting into people's heads this week about like what drives them to do these things.
Just a lot of lunatics, and that's why we're here for Weird News. And it was a long time ago we covered Couples Come Dine With Me and Junior Bake Off,
which I'm glad it's made a comeback in a big way. Regular Bake Off is back at the minute. If you want to keep up with that,
it is.
I'm an episode behind though, so don't say anything to me.
I won't say a word. I watched it last week myself.
Oh my God, I'll catch up this evening. So
we'll have to have a weekly catch up.
we actually will before the show. But one thing you can let me know, Connor.
Oh,
would you like to take us out?
No, I would like you to take us there, please.
Oh shit, I thought I'd get away with it for 1 week. Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesday. But if that isn't enough for you, something we have put out is a review of classic 90s movie that everyone loves equally,
Quack,
The Mighty Ducks.
Quack, 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 quack.
Squawk. Oh shit.
Johnny
I watched the
Squawk.
Caribbean version. And that review of The Mighty Ducks came out over on our Patreon yesterday. So if you want to check that out, head on over there. $5 or more a month, you get access to that. You also get access to all of our back catalogue. So things like Daredevil review, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Fan 4 Stick, Amazing Spider-Man, whole host of things over there that you can listen to. We basically talk through the movie and talk shit or talk good about it. So if that sounds like your jam, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that in the description. You also do get a shout out for being a Patreon. So big shout outs to my podcast, Waffles and Mario Talk About Things, has been nominated for the first New Zealand Podcast Awards. Big congratulations again to Waffles and Mario. Absolute gents as it goes.
I tip my piss to you.
Oh, we tip both of our collective pisses to you. And there's the Shared Heroes for Hire podcast jar. No,
the jar.
The jar. That's all that needs to be said. Thanks also to Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe Burney, Róisín, Schrödóisìn, Hally, Ryan Right Time, Evanson, Shaun, Heroes Don't Do That, Jamieson, Dominic, Jessiah, Florida Gal Green, Anna, Team Irish Walrus, Hjelmroos. I meant to say, by the way, Anna changed her name, unfortunately, just before we did the Mighty Ducks review. It used to be Anna Go Ducks Hjelmroos, which I feel really bad about that. But Anna, thank you for the support. And look, Irish Walrus, that's our hockey team.
Yeah.
That's me and Connor.
That's good.
Against the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, we tip our piss to you too.
We can't. Please don't make that a phrase. That's absolutely foul. Thanks also to Lil Dicky. One was so beautiful you just wanted to punch his face. The other had a kick-ass mullet, McGrew. Danny McLaughlin, Ray, I can't believe Wanda did this, and Sammy DeLucia. Thanks everyone for the continued support. Really do appreciate it. It's amazing to see all the Patreon support, and the fact that it keeps growing is absolutely mind-blowing. So if you want to join those fine people, head over to the link in the description. Other ways to support the show: you can go to our merch store that's linked below. It's our spread shirt, where you can get t-shirts and hats and hoodies and backpacks and cushions for the family couch. Who knows? We're also on Twitter at Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's Discussion Group or Heroes for Hire Podcast. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast, or you can email any questions or queries to heroesforhire_@outlook.com. But I think that's about it, Connor.
So I have been Conor Lawler.
I have been Shaun Meehan.
And we shall see you all next week. I mixed it up. Oh my god.
It's okay.
Tip my piss to me. See you all next week, guys.
Tip your piss to everyone.
Bye.
Bye.